So all of us here, we have an assignment. We have God has a plan for our lives, and His plan is to ensure that we bring perfection to the saint. But it comes in different form. Your own office is different from my own office. Some of us here sincerely, our role. God explained some certain things to me in recent time, and I'm not going to permit me not to share it, but He explained some certain things to me in recent time that kept me so much passionate about doing certain things. Because I was getting tired and discouraged in my heart. I said, no, this is not if you look at that one, you're going to miss it. Your own might be just to open the door and close the door. You might not need to be the man that will stand before the pulpit. So all of us, let us follow God's plan for our life. But shall I tell you, as I said it on Sunday, and God re-echoed it in my heart on that Sunday when I was listening to this message at home. And God said to me, see, the pleasure you want in life is in giving me pleasure through your life. He said, when I find pleasure in you, he said, you will have pleasure. So my brothers and sisters, this is the season why many of us, and I'm coming to that now, because that's the focus tonight, and I just want us to, the movie we watch. I said, okay, let me read the scripture for us before we go on. Please, let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 7. 1 Corinthians chapter 7. 1 Corinthians chapter 7. If you are there, we will be reading, I think, verse 35. 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 35. If you are there, please help me to read. Or if they have it on the screen, we can read it together. 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 35. Please, can we read it together? 1, 2, let's go. Permit me to read it from here. And this I say to you, and this I say for your own profit, not that I may put a leash on you, but for what is proper, and that you may serve the Lord without distraction. Distraction in Latin, it is that this means apart. And there's what they call taren, T-H-A-R-E-N. That one means that divided. So that distraction means that something that has make you to move a path, to move away from the focus. Distraction make us to move away from the focus. Distraction make us to, it is what, a path, it drag us away from the task. This is the task. You have identified the task. You are following the task. But distraction will now drag you away from the task. And many of you know that we have many names in the Bible. We can start looking at the Bible, the scriptures, to start looking at life of people that something dragged them away from the task. My brothers and sisters, we're in a generation where we have so much distraction. Things dragging us away from the task. And permit me to say this, that the task might not look so rewarding in starting. But the work of the Father is the end. So if you are looking for immediate reward, immediate answer, immediate success, you might miss it. Distraction drag us away from the vision. It drags us away from God's plan. So I call them F. And I'm going to bring it out. I'm going to be using one F, and we're going to be looking at a family. Don't worry, we're going to close shortly. It's something that I also want to give us a task to deal with in our home. We watched that movie. In that movie, I saw distractions. And I said, for me, you can add to your own. But I said to me, what I've come studying the scripture, I discovered that there are 5 F. 5 what? 5 what? F. That when we look at it, it brings distractions to a man in pursuing God's purpose, in pursuing God's plan, in standing in the plan of God for his life, or for our life. The 5 F. So, but before I talk about that 5 F, can somebody help me in that movie that we watch? Quickly give me 2 distractions to that man's life. Number 1, from here. Friends, thank you. That's 1 F. From here. Female, fantastic. That's 2nd F. But I have 5. And you know, the day the Lord sat me down, and it was an awesome day, because it was not only me, He sat us down as a family. And that day, He asked us to come up with paper and pen like this. And everybody should arrange it in the order of distraction for God's purpose for his life. Distracting you from God's plan for your life. So the first one, I say family. Family can be a distraction. And I'm going to bring out scriptures. Number 2 is food. Food can be a distraction. Number 3 is finances. Finances can be a distraction. Number 4 is female. It can be a distraction. Number 5 is finances. Eh? Have I mentioned friends? Okay. Number 1 is what? Family, friends, food, female, finance. Okay. Have I mentioned female? Ma? Please talk. No. Wait now. We are coming now. Wait.
No flesh, sir.
No. I won't use flesh. Let us be practical. I agree with I agree the way you are looking at it. I don't have a problem with the way you are looking at it. But for me, I want us to deal with issues that are more, that we can call it a name. Many times we call flesh, but we don't call that thing a name. From that movie, we saw 2 things there, Abby. You saw what? You saw friends, and you saw female. You know, there's to some people, your own might be more than 5. Because I'm telling you, do you have any other one you want to add? Just make it F. Eh? Fame. Another one. Eh? No. Fear is an hindrance. We dealt with that one the other time. Ma? Failure. Many of you are not talking about film. I know somebody film is a distraction. So arrange it now as is applicable to you. What is distracting you in life? Be sincere. I was sincere the day I was confronted with this. Do you know some of us, it is fame. You just want to make it by all means. And that thing comes to you as a distraction. To some of us, it is finances. And that's low in. To some of us, it is female. But what's not a distraction for female? When don't they have male? I want you to write now. I'm waiting for you. Yeah, arrange it now. The way your own might be only one. You might not have all, but some of us we have the whole. Some of us like me standing before you. I arrange it according to the order. Please write. Check write now. Oh yeah, put the first one. In Luke chapter 10, be writing your own, and I'll be saying this. In Luke chapter 10, verse 40. What was distracting matter was what?